Hi, everyone, and welcome to Ogallala, Nebraska. It is another edition of KRVN Sizzling across the Nebraska Red Meat Road Trip, part of the Nebraska Beef Passport Program. Tyler Cavalli, Jacob Roth along with you as we are here at the legendary Front Street, a mainstay here in Ogallala and just really part of Nebraska. This is one that when we saw that was part of the Nebraska Beef Passport Program, and for me being from Western Nebraska, was kind of excited to learn more about this.
No, it's definitely going to be cool. I mean, it's something that pretty much everybody have heard about. But other than that, I mean, I'm excited to learn more as well because I've heard about it, never been, but obviously that's going to change today.
Thanks to our great sponsors, the Nebraska Cattlemen, Cross Diamond Cattle, Cross Diamond Meats in Bertrand, and obviously the Nebraska Beef Council for partnering, along with Dawson County Cattlemen as well, for partnering with us and powering KRVN Sizzling across Nebraska. So let's go in and learn more about KRVN Sizzling across Nebraska and here at Front Street in Ogallala. Hey, it's Tyler Cavalli and Jacob Roth as we're here in Western Nebraska as we're at Front Street in Ogallala, the historic places here in Nebraska and Western Nebraska in particular. We're talking to Kat and Stacy Bauer. They are the owners here at Front Street here in the terrific restaurant. And Kat, let's start with you guys. And a really awesome place for somebody that's never been here. Talk about the uniqueness of this building.
Well, the building itself, restaurant was established in 1963. And so it's been open since then.
It's modeled after the old Ogallala town, and basically it's a getaway. We offer the longest running stage show in Nebraska. It's been running for the 61st season this year, and we hire approximately 30 to 50 people every year, and it's a good opportunity for young kids to come out and display their acting talents and singing talents. And so that's our big part of our summer. But the rest of the year and even during the summer, we're serving beef. And one unique item that we serve is a flat iron steak, which actually was developed by the University of Nebraska. And it's a special cut on a steak that was once viewed as something that just got thrown away, and it's actually a delicious cut of meat, and people really love it. Other than that, we serve 2/3 upper choice beef for our ribeyes and New Yorks, and very, very good cuts, and we get a lot of praise for our steaks. Chicken fried steak is also made with beef, and that's our best seller.
Stacy, let's talk about why you guys chose to be on the Nebraska Beef Passport Program. I understand this is your first year.
It is. It was just an opportunity that came up, and we really wanted to showcase our steaks and viewed it as a great opportunity.
You mentioned some of the things that you guys offer on your menu, but talk about the importance of integrating Nebraska beef into your menu as well.
Well, we're surrounded by Nebraska ranchers and farmers, and we feel like it's important to contribute back to them and show our support.
You know, and obviously as we're kind of standing in a unique backdrop, we're going to talk a lot about the beef side of things, but there's a lot more things going on here at Front Street than just the great Nebraska beef. Talk about a little bit some of the other things you have, as it looks like there is a museum attached, and we'll talk more about it, but that really cool show that's actually going to be taking place later on today.
Yep. So there is a museum attached as well as a gift shop. This is a very large building. We actually have an upstairs with a separate bar and event center. There's a restaurant also. This is just the bar area that we're in right now. And then the show, as Stacy mentioned, has been running every summer since 1964. We even got to do it during COVID. So, and we just have lots of high school, college kids, amazing talent. We've got some kids that have been in the show 7, 8 years. They keep coming back, and our director is amazing. He's a historian, and they go through the history of how Ogallala became a town and a little bit about the state of Nebraska.
Lots of cool stuff there. Talk a little bit about what that show, obviously don't spoil it, don't make it so folks don't need to come out and see it, but what does that show kind of showcases? It's advertised as fun for everyone, regardless of age.
So there's skits, there's singing, there's a little bit of dancing. It's cowboys and saloon girls. They start out with a gunfight out front, which is free for anybody, and then the crowd comes in. It does cost to come to the show. There is a ticket price, and then they go through, like I said, the history of singing and dancing. There's a little bit of audience interaction, so It's a lot of fun. Comedy, yes. It's family friendly. I always describe it as Shrek humor. The adults get it. The kids not always so much.
Again, today we're here at Front Street in Ogallala, one of the stops of the Nebraska Beef Passport Program. It is our stop here on KRVN's Sizzling Across Nebraska Red Meat Road Trip. As we're learning more here with Kat Bauer and Stacy Bauer, who are the owners here as well. I imagine with you guys being right off of the interstate, obviously right off of Highway 30, Lake McConaughey here, with this being historic, what is that like in terms of people that are coming in here? Do you have a lot of locals? Is this kind of a tourist destination as well?
It is a tourist destination. We actually have a register in the museum, and every year since we've owned it, we've had visitors from all 50 states and typically 20 countries come through. And we have repeat customers. We have a motorcycle group that comes and flies in from Germany. They rent motorcycles in Denver, come pass through here on their way up into the Black Hills, come back through here, and then head off to Chicago and turn in their bikes. And they've been doing that for 6 years now, and we appreciate them, and I'm sure they appreciate coming in. And so it gives people a chance also to dress up in cowboy boots and hats and everything else, and we see a little bit of everything.
Is this building, this big building, as you mentioned, is this original building that's always been here, or is this just kind of a mock-up, if you will?
It is a mock-up. The original town was down closer to the river area. Mm-hmm.
And as we kind of head back into the restaurant, the food side of things, you highlighted quite a few Nebraska beef things, but if someone's coming through, what is the thing that people kind of know you for on the restaurant side outside of the really cool other things you've got going on here at Front Street?
Well, they like our prime rib. We also do some things like this year. We have elk burgers, we have rattlesnake pheasant brats, and we have duck wings and a duck bacon BLT on our menu. So we do a little bit of everything and try to give people a chance to taste something they might not be able to taste in other places.
I may have asked this before. If I did, go back again. But why did you want to be on the Nebraska Beef Passport Program?
Basically to contribute back and to showcase our steaks and let people know that, hey, we're in Nebraska and we serve beef.
And obviously, as Ogallala, it's right off the interstate, kind of a convenient stop for people. But if you've got folks that are stamping the passport that start in Omaha, it's a bit of a jaunt, just fully transparent. What makes this worth a stop for folks that are making their way along the passport and making sure they do stop off and get off the interstate and come by and see what you've got going on here?
Well, we offer them an experience like the show in the evenings, the free museum, gift shop. We offer an experience that potentially other people don't offer, and so it's a nice stopping area for the evening on your way to Denver or whatever. And so it's kind of like the last stop before you hit 76, Highway 76, and that seems to be a lot of the traffic that we get. People wanting to spend the night and have a nice place to go eat.
And Kat, you feel kind of like this is a spot. I mean, we were outside. We had a Michigan license plate that was outside as well. Obviously, people feel like we got to come here, and everybody's about taking pictures and trying different things. This is one of those locations.
Right. Yes. And the thing of it is too is if you're traveling and you got kids, you got a museum, you got some things to entertain them while you're waiting for your food to come. But there's just a lot to see as you're walking through the building, and if you're just waiting for your food to come, then walk around, yeah.
How has this place grown over the years? I know that you guys have had, obviously, with shows, but obviously it's popular enough to keep going, right? And everybody likes entertainment different ways now. But how has this continued to grow, obviously, that you guys have progressed from 60 years ago?
Well, I'm not sure about how it was 60 years ago, but I know since we bought it, the business has grown probably about 50% overall. And so we focus on quality of food, our service, and the experience.
As we wrap things up, Kat, talk about again the location, the hours, and just again why people should stop here.
So the location, like Ogallala, obviously. Our hours are 11 to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and Sunday we're open for breakfast, 8 to 2 p.m. There's more than just in the building. There's the caboose out front. People can go through that and see what an old UP caboose is, and I don't know. There's just
It looks like you can also tie up your horse outside. Has anybody done that either?
Actually, yes, we do have people come through with pony rides here on some weekends, and so they do tie their horses up outside. They're miniatures, but they are. Sure.
And another thing that we haven't touched on, the show's not constantly going all the time. What do the hours of the show kind of look like? And if someone's looking for more information about whether it's the show, the restaurant, or really anything, what's the best places for them to go?
OgallaFrontStreet.com has all of the information on the show and show times and ticket prices. One thing that's very interesting, when you search for Ogallala, this is the place that shows up almost 100% of the time. So it's easy to get to our location, and so.
All right, it is certainly a must-stop on the Nebraska Beef Passport program. One of the more unique stops, that is for sure, as well. Again, just off Highway 30, off of the interstate here in downtown Ogallala. As again, we're here at Front Street with Kat and Stacy Bauer of Front Street in Ogallala. Again, this is all part of KRVN Sizzling Across Nebraska Red Meat Road Trip. Hey, welcome back to Front Street here in Ogallala, part of the Nebraska Beef Passport program at KRVN Sizzling Across Nebraska. All right, what a heck of a unique stop that we just had inside Front Street, this massive facility here. And by the way, great food, which I think is something that should not be undersold, because sometimes you go to touristy stops, right? You're like, all right, the food's maybe not the best. Wrong. The steak, we had a flat iron steak, chicken fried steak, terrific.
Both very, very good. Very good pie. It all just, it just worked really well. And again, as you kind of said, there's a lot of other things going on here at Front Street. There's the free museum, the shows that they've got going on, the gift shop, all these things. Something that you think, oh, well, maybe the restaurant won't be, because it's not the spectacle. It's not what people come for. It's for everything else. But the food was really, really good. The steak was it all worked. The pie was really, really good. I had a blueberry lemonade pie.
Yeah.
Didn't know that could be a pie, but I'm glad it is. It was very good. And I also you let me try a little bit of your banana pie. It was good.
Yeah, it was all terrific. I know this is, again, the Beef Passport program. Get it, beyond the horizons, right, of what they actually offer. Something that was interesting that Kat said, because if you're on the video portion of it, and if you're not, check it out at some point. But the one thing she mentioned is where they do the shows, they're sold out almost every single night. I mean, that's really impressive.
No, it literally is a tourist attraction that brings people in. You can't just show up anymore. It's a thing where you do need to buy the tickets. You do need to kind of plan a little bit ahead. And we've had a couple places like that, but it doesn't seem like to the extent of this at all. And they said that the best place to go to know what's going on is just give them a call or check out their website.
Nebraska beef being introduced here and has been on for a long time of their menu. The flat iron steak, highly recommend. Chicken fried steak is what Stacy recommended as well. Again, haven't missed so far here on the road trip.
No, all of the recommendations we've gotten have been super duper good. And he said then that one was a popular choice. And it makes sense. I mean, it was just really simple, really good on the chicken fried steak side. And then the flat iron steak had a nice sear. We asked for medium rare because that's just the way we asked for it. I'm sure they'd hit any kind of cook on the nose because, it was perfect wall to wall.
Yeah.
Medium rare. Couldn't ask for a better cooked steak. And all the sides worked. We tried different sides. Portions are not going to be a concern here. That is also a very good thing to note. If you've got a big eater and you're like, well, sometimes there is going to be plenty of food to go around if you stop here at Front Street.
Yeah, the flat iron, not huge, but it's like a perfect size for one person with the two sides that go along with it. Also, all of our wait staff, the people that work here, very, very generous.
No, really, really nice. From the person that was helping us at our table to the folks sitting at the bar that were kind of getting ready to do the show. Just everybody was really, really nice and made it easy to be like, oh yeah, I'd come back for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You must stop here. It is recommended to stop here at Front Street in Ogallala. Again, right off the Highway 30, right off the interstate, not that far. It's really recommended. And by the way, the parking lot has been pretty much full the entire we've been here. So again, if you're coming here for the show, get your reservation earlier than later because it fills up so fast, especially during the summer. If you're doing this red meat, if you're doing your own passport and stopping, they want you to make sure that you get in a reservation earlier than better than That way you actually have a seat. Thanks again to our great sponsors, the Nebraska Beef Council, the Dawson County Cattlemen, Nebraska Cattlemen, Cross Diamond Cattle, Cross Diamond Meats of Bertrand for helping power here the Nebraska Beef Passport Program. So from Western Nebraska and the legendary Front Street in Ogallala, he's Jacob Roth. I'm Tyler Cavalli. This has been another edition of KRVN Sizzling Across Nebraska.